Good evening, YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. Good evening to all of you in YouTube land. Well, first of all, let me begin by saying that right now the time is approximately 9:23. Yeah, I'm going to say 9:23 p.m. Eastern Time. The date is Monday, Moon Day, August 23rd, 2021. The moon is waning in Pisces and the sun is now transiting in Virgo. Some of you know that I change my pendants every time the sun is in a different sun sign. And the pendant that I normally wear for the sun's transit in Virgo I could not find, which, given how much my divine consort and I have been cleaning and organizing the apartment, throwing things away, putting things away, it's been non-stop cleaning and organizing since we returned from our Philadelphia vacation. And hello, Durga. Durga, you're so cute. Let me get you on the camera. Look, come here, come here, come here. Let me get you on the camera. Kitty alert, kitty alert. Durga, you're so cute, 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 cute. We need to get a close-up of this, my awesome audio-visual person for my YouTube videos. Look at this cute little cutie. I know, I'm just so excited. I haven't seen you in the video in so long. YouTube land hasn't seen you in the video in so long. Anyway, so while she does Happy Cat for a little while, let me begin by saying, yeah, it's not going to last long, so let's milk it for all it's worth. So, first of all, let me say that I feel very good. My vacation was wonderful, but in the meantime, let me begin the series of ongoing close-ups. For my tea this evening, I am drinking Bigelow Benefits Blueberry and Aloe Herbal Tea. And yeah, it's going. Okay. Bye, Durga. Thank you for stopping by, Durga. I knew that wasn't going to last long, but it's okay. To which I added some lemon juice and also that beautiful, delicious cranberry honey from Be Natural at the Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay, so this video is the Many Moons, is the September 2021 entry for the Many Moons 2021 Lunar Planner. And of course, I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person do a close-up of the beautiful, but now slightly beat-up cover. I love this pearlescent cover, and I love this coppery golden full moon. I love the whole thing. I cannot wait to see what she does for the Many Moons 2022 Lunar Planner. And she, I mean Sarah Faith Gottesdiener, or Goddess, on Instagram. So, September 2021. Nothing is promised. Plans fall through. Obstacles pop up. The unexpected continues to continue. Girl, boy, bitch, preach. I'm telling you, all that. I could stop this video right now and say goodnight, and we are done. Seriously, we could just stop right here. Seriously. That being said, the last few years have certainly taught us what is most important and what to place our energy around. September coincides with a specific part of the year. It is at once sobering and energizing. We've learned the lessons and had realizations from the past 8 months and are processing them. And there's still enough time in the year to apply them and to do more work around healing, boundaries, activism, creativity, relationships, new projects, and our spiritual practice. Some of you know that I love and adore Teresa Reed, more commonly known as the Tower Lady. Her posts on her Instagram page about boundaries have saved my life, saved my sanity. So yes, and healing is very big for me this year, now that I offer goddess energy healing treatment. So it's very big for me. Anything that promotes any kind of healing is very big for me this year, and has really been big for me, especially since June of 2020. But this year it's about putting all of that healing into practice, and into practicing, and into offering. Anyway, take time during the first week of the year to reflect and organize. Wrap up what needs to be finished and begin what needs to be started. Honor the equinox. As you, in my part of the world, the autumnal equinox. In other parts of the world, the vernal equinox. Take time during the first week of the year to reflect and organize. Wrap up what needs to be finished and begin what needs to be started. Honor the equinox as you honor the parts of you that have crystallized and those parts of you that are still unknown. Themes of the month are reconciliation and repair, facing the truth, dealing in a different way, radical acceptance, recalibration, tying up loose ends. That applies to me as well, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube land. Energetic and or literal, meaning tying up loose ends either energetically and or literally. Calling in, letting go, and moving forward. Now, spread suggestion. What must be faced and dealt with by the end of September 2021? That's the first card. How best to do this? Second card. Where to place more of my attention? Third card. What am I making harder than it needs to be? Fourth card. The antidote to this. Fifth card. What systems or organizations need to be put in place now? Sixth card. What energy or archetype that is to be my guide? Seventh card. A message from the end of this month. 8 cards. This is the first time in all the years that I've been using the Many Moons Lunar Planners that there has been an 8-card spread. Now, for the record, these are prompts. I combine the prompts. So if you want to do this individually at home, if you want to play along at home, as I love to say, you can choose any one of these, and in the description box I will write these out. But I find it really feels right to me intuitively to do this as one spread. So here we have an 8-card spread. That's what I'm calling it. So as those of you that have had readings with me, in all of my readings I include the final message card, which is the bottom card of the deck of the remaining cards. So this is going to be a 9-card spread. Now, for this video and for the September 2021 video for the Llewellyn's 2021 Tarot Calendar, I'm actually using a tarot deck that I have not used in a long time. Some of you know that one of my favorite events every year is called FlameCon. FlameCon is the premier LGBTQIA+ Comic-Con, and this past weekend was the annual FlameCon. And this was the second year in a row that it was virtual. This was the first year I participated in it virtually. I just couldn't do it last year. I really could not do it last year. This year I was ready. And one of the panels was called Queering the Tarot. And one of the panelists was the person who wrote and illustrated the Star Spinner Tarot. And I'm hoping that I pronounce, well, Trungles is his artist name. You know, like Cher, Madonna, Britney, etc. So I'm going to be using this tarot deck for both of these videos. This is not a Llewellyn deck. I think Llewellyn will understand. So, as I cast the cards, I call upon Isis Fortuna, and I ask Isis Fortuna, goddess of the sacred tarot and by extension, divination, to lend her powers of foresight, of insight, of intuition and prophecy. May everything that I cast in these cards resonate with everyone watching this video. May it bring forth new insights, new opportunities, new clarifications. May it bring clarity and illumination, love and light, healing and wholeness, prosperity and peace, and may it bring so many blessings to all who watch this video. And so mote it be. Now, in the interests of time, I'm going to hold up each card. But first, I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person do a close-up of the box. And I'm going to do like the 360-degree rotation Are we not ready yet? Okay, so we're going to do the 360 rotation slowly. I wish I could remember the name of the person who wrote that comment on one of my videos, I think from either earlier this year or last year. But he had asked if I could spend, if both Drake and I, Drake more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, could spend more time on the close-ups. And I also love the fact that it has a magnetic thing, and it opens up. Isn't this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous? It is a very inclusive tarot deck. It is fully representing of people of color, or rather black, indigenous, and people of color, as well as people who are queer, gay, lesbian, asexual, demisexual, intersexual, transgender, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to do a close-up of the top of the box, bottom of the box. And of course, it is published by Chronicle Books. I love this stuff. Okay, I've already cut the cards. I've shuffled the deck, cut the cards. So, okay, for the collective. First, what must be faced and dealt with by the end of September 2021? Okay. I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person do a close-up of the back of the card design. And then I'm going to have him do a close-up. Oh, am I doing it right? I'm still learning how to do close-ups, go figure. And I'm going to have him do a close-up of the front of the card design. And then I will read the card and tell you what it means. Five of Swords. So, decisions need to be finalized. What decisions do you keep going back and forth on? What are the decisions that need to be finalized once and for all? What is it that you need to begin? What is it that you need to end? Who do you need to bring into your life? Who do you need to remove from your life once and for all? And I say once and for all because you've given these motherfuckers 1 chance, 5 chances, 10 chances, and you know some of you've done it 100 times. You gave this person a chance. Why? You gave this person 100 chances. Why? Because you honestly believed that they were going to change their ways. How many more times do you need to be smacked upside the head by that person? Literally or figuratively. How many times does the universe need to whack and bitch smack you? You keep giving this person another chance, another chance, another chance, and they're going to keep doing the same shit they have been doing to you over and over and over and over and over and over again. No more chances. They had it. You had it. You've had enough of it. Enough is enough. I'm going to say something else. How many more times are you going to place yourself last? You know, I still remember this amazingly powerful episode from the 3rd and final season of Pose. And it was Electra Abundance talking about settling for more. More money, more love, more admiration, more clothes, more jewelry, more beauty, more excellence, more success. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen in YouTube land, that really hit home for me. We tend to limit ourselves when it comes to the juicy, good and juicy stuff in life. We limit ourselves. It's like, no, I can't have any more love. I've already had enough love. No, I can't have any more money. I have enough money. I don't have enough money. I don't want to have enough money. I don't want to have more than enough. How about instead of settling for less of the good shit, let's settle for less of the bad shit. Like, let's settle for less when it comes to toxic relationships, romantic and otherwise. Let's settle for less fear. Let's settle for less self-imposed limitations. Let's settle for less lack of self-esteem, less of lack of self-worth. How about settling for more? How about allowing ourselves to receive more? More love, more peace, more abundance, more prosperity, more health, more healing, more joy, more fun, more excitement, more intuition, more joy, more juiciness. I love the word juicy. Juicy is one of my personal favorite words because things that are juicy are just juicy and delicious. They're juicier, they're more delicious. That's my take on life. Okay, so that's card number 1. Card number 2, how best to do this. So how best to face what needs to be faced and deal with what needs to be dealt with before the conclusion of September 2021. Again, I'm going to have my awesome audio-visual person do a close-up of the back of the card design. And now I'm going to have him do a close-up of the front of the card design. And then I'm going to read the card and tell you what it means for you. For all of us, rather. It is the 8 of coins. In this tarot deck, pentacles are called coins. 8 of coins to me, give me time for a sip. I talk so much. It's such a good tea. So for me, 8 of coins really doesn't have to do with money. It has to do with higher education, continued education, and learning. And my sense is that for a lot of you, it's not about learning, it's also about relearning. So what is it that you need to learn or relearn? Do you need to learn or relearn how to create and maintain boundaries? Do you need to learn or relearn how to stand up for yourself? Do you need to learn or to relearn how to ask the universe for what you want and need? Do you need to learn or relearn how to ask for help? Do you need to learn or relearn how to have inner strength, how to have confidence, how to stand up for yourself, how to not fight for what you want, but allow yourself to accept and receive what you want? Where to place more of my attention? Once again, I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person do a close-up. And I'm going to lovingly remind Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, to be on top of making the close-ups when necessary. Okay, Drake? Can you do that? Are you sure? Thank you. 8 of chalices, more commonly known as 8 of cups. So pay closer attention to your emotions. Pay closer attention to your emotional healing, to balancing your emotions, to acknowledging the emotions that you're experiencing. You know, it is very common in New Age circles to, act like negative emotions don't exist, or to just do away with them immediately. You know what? Negative emotions have their place. Sekhmet, in the Goddess Oracle, written by Amy Sophia Marashinsky and illustrated by Harana Janto, the card that depicts Sekhmet, the ancient Egyptian lioness-headed goddess of anger, of rage, of scorching hot sex and sexuality, of healing, and of prophecy. The card says anger and rage at the bottom of it in that oracle card deck. And you know what? Anger and rage have a place. If we are fucking pissed off, either because of racism, or colorism, or COVID-19, or coronavirus, or prejudice, or people with their nonsense about politics, or politicizing wearing face masks, or anything else, we have the absolute motherfucking right to express that anger and that rage. And believe you me, I do not have a problem expressing my anger and rage. I have a history of breaking things. That's how angry sometimes I become. I don't do it anymore because I'm going to need to wind up cleaning it. But make no mistake, I have broken things, even things that I love, because it just pisses me the fuck off that people can be so stupid, that people can be so ignorant, that people can be so divisive, that people can be so cruel. Anger and rage have a place. It is imperative you acknowledge your negative emotions. My only advice to you is refrain from allowing yourself to be stuck in them. You're angry? Feel angry. Express that anger. If somebody has upset you, you have the absolute right to express that anger. If somebody harms you, you have the absolute right to take action so that you are protected, so that you defend yourself. If somebody is doing something that causes you pain or strife, you have the absolute right to do whatever it is within your power, whatever resources are available to you, to defend yourself, to protect yourself, to bring yourself what you need to have peace, health, and plenty, wealth, health, and happiness, protection, prosperity, and peace. And be willing to let people go. The Eight of Cups traditionally means going. It almost always indicates the questioner, the querent, the seeker going. Maybe it's not about you going, it's about somebody else going. Maybe somebody else needs to go. People that bother you, people that harass you, people that cause you strife, people that make you forget who you are and what you're all about. Maybe those are the ones that need to go away, not you. I think that now more than ever, anybody who's in our lives that causes us even the ever so much, even an ever so slight amount of pain, or inharmony, or injustice, or strife, or stress, they just need to go. They need to be gone from our lives once and for all, and they need to be banished back to the nothingness from whence they came. Maybe that's what needs to happen, not we going away, they going away, once and for all, banished back to the nothingness from whence they came. Let that be. Let that be now. Card number 4. What am I making harder than it needs to be? Your partnerships, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the divine. The divine encompasses goddesses, gods, archangels, angels, the sacred fae, the elementals, sacred tools, anything that is filled with divine life force energy. Pardon me. Anything that uplifts us, anyone that uplifts us. I've always felt, and it is my understanding and my understanding and my belief and my learning, if you will, that in the tarot, 2 cards represent partnerships. So this is saying, do not make your partnerships and relationships harder than they need to be. Create a more loving, pardon me, you need to stop that. As I was saying, make your relationships and partnerships easier, not harder on yourself. I love the twins on this 2 of Swords card, which makes perfect sense because if any card in the minor arcana represents Gemini energy, it's certainly the 2 of Swords. Very much the 2 of Swords, and very, hello Isis. Cutie cutie. Anyway, so make your partnerships, your relationships, romantic and otherwise, easier than they need to be. Make communicating with yourself, your divinities, your spirits, and others easier than they need to be, not harder. 5th card, the antidote to making things harder. Aside from what I just said. So the antidote to making this easier as opposed to harder is Seven of Cups. And it's so funny because I keep looking at this card and I keep thinking of the Chariot card. So it's about moving forward. It's about moving forward. It's like, here you are, but you cannot remain here. So you need to move forward. Now, I'm going to say something else. I truly believe that for a lot of us, and this is something that's come up for me energetically as well, moving to a new home is definitely in the cards. So I do feel that the opportunity to move for many of you in YouTube land, and even for yours truly, is coming up. I do not know when. It could be next year, it could be in 2023, it could be in 2024, it could be in 2025, but I do feel that it is coming up. I do feel that it needs to happen, and this machine is becoming very temperamental, and I'm so sorry. Okay. Do something different. So I definitely feel as though the opportunity to move is going to arise. That doesn't mean you have to accept it, just know that the opportunity will arise, number one. And number two, take the opportunity if it feels right. If everything is in place and you're like, you know what, this can happen, then definitely go forward and make it happen. I'm doing a lot more talking. I think I need to have another cup of tea before I begin the next video. Okay. What systems or organizations need to be put in place right now? So this is the card that represents what systems or organizations need to be put into place right now. Okay. Endings and beginnings, the Death card. In my part of the world, we are approaching the Autumnal Equinox, which in many magical traditions is called Mabon. Mabon is the second of the 3 harvest festivals, and of course, in the Witch's Wheel of the Year, the third and final of the harvest festivals is Samhain, or as non-pagans and non-witches and non-Wiccans call it, Halloween. So it's about endings and beginnings. It's about closing doors and opening others. And what doors need to be finally closed, and what doors need to be finally opened. So now begin to look at, especially for all of September, and I would say from September until February of 2022, really look at what you need to do to close these doors, to open these new doors, to finally close certain doors, and to finally open those new doors. And I don't know why this is happening, and I cannot stop this video, otherwise I would stop this video. But this is becoming annoying. You need to stop this. Otherwise I'm going to have to be unnice to you. I'm so sorry, YouTube. I really did not expect that to happen. Okay, next card. What energy or archetype that is to be my guide? So let me read that again. What energy or archetype is to be my guide? Okay, so this is the energy or archetype that is going to be our guide for September 2021. You know, I keep wanting to say September 2022 for some reason, even though it's not September 2022, it is September 2021, as in what begins in less than 2 weeks. The star. So the energy, the archetype is the star goddess. And the energy and the archetype is hope. So call upon the star goddess. Call upon the star goddess. Call upon hope. Call upon these energies and archetypes to guide you forward, to help you make the endings that need to be made, to help you make the beginnings that need to be made, to help you finally close the doors that needed to be closed a long time ago, to finally help you open the doors that needed to be finally opened and needed to be opened a long time ago too. A message from the end of September 2021. This is the message. This is the card. And one last time, I will have my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos do a close-up of the back of the card design, the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous back of the card design, which, if I'm not mistaken, has a bit of a shimmery effect. Okay, ready? 4 of Wands. This is traditionally called the house card. So there is an opportunity that is indeed opening up, not only for you to have a new home, but for you to have a new spiritual center, for you to have a new spiritual environment. And I also feel that this card is also saying that you are going to create a new spiritual practice in your home. I really feel like there's something that's going to be created, and I feel that all of the stuff that you are surrendering and releasing from your lives, all the people that you are surrendering and releasing from your lives, all of that is going to help you strengthen your spiritual connection to the divine and your spiritual center to yourself. And I really feel like this is all about a new beginning for you. And the final message card is, close that YouTube notification. Final message card is this. And it is the Seven of Wands. Great triumph, great victory, great triumph over adversity and adversaries. Great success, you being above all the others, you standing in a powerful position of glory, of strength, of success, of fulfillment, of victory. I really feel like this bodes well, and I am just noticing this beautiful butterfly, which in the Native American cosmology represents transformation. And it reminds me of the Death card, because remember, the Death card in the tarot is astrologically aligned with the sun sign Scorpio, or the star sign Scorpio, which is the sign of transformation. So I truly believe that as we approach this harvest festival, the second of harvest festivals, or in your part of the world, not the autumnal equinox, but the vernal equinox, I feel like we are beginning this cycle of new transformation, of empowered transformation, of life-altering transformation. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you so much for all the likes. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel. And in case I forgot, let me acknowledge my newest YouTube channel subscriber, Maria Kranz. I welcome you to the YouTube channel of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. And yes, I have the lighting and I have the fan, of course. And of course, thank you to all of you for the shares. Thank you to all of you who have been scheduling your sessions. I have already begun scheduling appointments for my time at Notions and Potions in just a few weeks. I am so excited. It will be my first time back at Notions and Potions since the beginning of 2021, and I am very, very, very excited about it. I thank you all for honoring who I am and what I do. I thank you all for everything, and I wish that the great Goddess provides all of you and yours with peace, health, and plenty. Good night, and stay tuned for the next video.